Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. Today's show, 5 things we learned from episode 5 of the Oakland Raiders on Hard Knocks. Can you even believe it? It's over. Man, it's been one hell of a run, and it's been awesome here doing watch parties, doing all sorts of stuff around the Oakland Raiders on Hard Knocks. And between you and me, it was by far the best season ever of Hard Knocks. Like, give me a 4 Chucky Heads believe it, baby, if you're with me on that. But 5 things that we learned from episode 5. The first thing that we learned here at Chat Sports is I made Hard Knocks. Like, it was crazy watching Hard Knocks, all 5 episodes, and then finally seeing and hearing yourself is pretty surreal feeling. So I appreciate every single person who tweeted at me, who put me on IG and gave me the congratulations, but it's more of a congratulations to the entire staff here at Chat Sports. We should try to pump out content more than anybody else does, and we try to pump out good content. So if you didn't see it, go check it out. Gruden was watching, basically the Raiders Report, talking about cuts and whatnot, and then you can hear it in the background, my voice, about potential players that could be cut for the Oakland Raiders. So here's my question for everyone. What is your one-word reaction to the Raiders Report being on Hard Knocks? One-word reaction. I'm very, very curious because it was insane. It's mind-blowing. You know what? Cheers. Cheers to you guys because we made Hard Knocks, and I freaking love y'all. And I also said if this video gets to over 100 likes or 500 likes, I don't even know. My mind is so blown. A lot of awesomes, a lot of greats. Somebody said Mitch, crazy. Somebody said sucky. Well, suck you, New Day. I don't care about you. So what's your one-word reaction to the Raiders Report being on Hard Knocks? I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribes, everyone who likes us on Facebook. Continue to grow this show. And like I said, if you guys want to at me on Instagram or Twitter, I'll do my best to share because I've had a lot of people already doing that. So respect to Edoza, blessing, well-deserved. I appreciate you guys. Let's get in now to my next thing that I learned. Antonio Brown looked freaking great in practice. Now, episode 1, 2, 3, 4 was all about Antonio Brown's helmet, all about his feet, him not practicing. We got to see about a minute worth of Antonio Brown practicing on this week's episode. And the dude looked good. He was roasting cornerbacks. He was working his slot game. He was showing off his new helmet. And you could tell that he was vibing really well with a lot of the other Raiders players. So Antonio Brown, to me, looked absolutely great in this practice. And also it was funny because Keon Hatcher was a little bit ripping on Antonio Brown's helmet. He said that he looked like a Power Ranger. Now, I thought the helmet looked cool. I'll be honest, I liked the helmet. But Keon Hatcher was ripping on him a little bit, said that he looked like a Power Ranger. And we put on the show like, hey, what Power Ranger was your favorite? Now, the fact that AB was running the solid routes, the fact that AB was able to, finally practice and look as good as he did, it gets me really, really excited to see what this cat's going to be able to do week 1 against the Denver Broncos, because I'll be at that game, and I want to see this guy go for like a $150 and 2 touchdowns, because Antonio Brown roasting the donkeys is everything that I want to see. And hell yeah, for everyone who's putting AB in the comment section right now, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And it's all about just win, baby. So type W, and I better see a lot of W's in the comment section if the Raiders are going to beat the Broncos week 1. Because the Raiders, week 1, Monday Night Football, Joe Flacco's coming into town. And if I got to watch Joe Flacco on the same field as the Raiders, I'm going to throw up. Because I hate Joe Flacco. I hate the Denver Broncos. So I better see a lot of W's in the comments section. And how about this? If you're typing W, make sure you like the video because I would imagine you're a Raiders fan. And if you're a Raiders fan, make sure you subscribe at youtube.com/RaidersReport. I'm getting excited. And guess what? For anybody who finds me at the Raiders game, I'll do my best to have a beer with you, but I don't want to die. So cheers to the nation. A lot of W's in the comments section. What's the next thing that we learned? Nathan Peterman injured his elbow on the sack against the Seahawks in preseason week 4. So for all of you guys that know, Nathan Peterman, he's headed to the IR. The Raiders had to sign DeShone Kizer, quarterback from Green Bay. So basically what happens is Peterman, he drops back to pass, doesn't see the rusher coming, and then just gets drilled as he's going to throw it. Now, if he was Tom Brady, it would have been called tuck rule, right? But because it's Nathan Peterman and the Raiders, it was called a fumble, and he injured his elbow. Peterman then goes on to say that every single time that he threw the football, he felt a tingle. Now, I played baseball, and I remember when I injured my elbow, and I was like, damn, that does not feel good. Now, I can't even imagine what it's like throwing a football. So the fact that they had to place him on IR, and the fact that this came essentially on that sack, I think it sucks for Peterman because he was having a very, very solid preseason. Let's get in now to the number 4 thing that I learned here. It's that Gruden didn't love Keelan Doss. And love is a strong word. Now, Gruden liked Keelan Doss, but he didn't love him. So I came on the show and I said, Keelan Doss is making the team. It's 4 Chucky heads. I'll do Edwards 40 hands if he doesn't make the team. And then a lot of interesting notes came on this. So Hard Knocks flat out sold the Doss story. Like, you got me, Hard Knocks. You got me. And I respect the fact, but Jon Gruden was like, he just wanted to see more of Keelan Doss. Because Keelan Doss was the player that was truly on that bubble. But Hard Knocks fooled me. And you fooled everyone. Like, I don't know if there was a single person out there that didn't have Keelan Doss making the team. I mean, when you lead the team in yards after the catch, targets, yards, and Keelan Doss looked great. He really did. He looked great in practice. He looked great in the preseason games. But Gruden didn't love Doss. He liked him, but he didn't love him as much as what Hard Knocks and as much as what I personally thought. So if you guys love the show, you'll love this. Because this is one of my favorite things that I've learned from Hard Knocks is the whole knock on wood thing, right? So if you're with me, and if you're a real Raiders fan, I want you to type KOW. Ready? So knock on wood if you're with me. And I hope that you all are with me because I made it on Hard Knocks. That was the first thing I learned. So knock on wood if you're with me. Type KOW so Ryan's with me. Sam's with me. Jeff Rogers I know is with me. Let's go over to Facebook, see how many of y'all are with me. Oh man, I can't find my cursor. We're falling apart here. That's something that you guys should learn. Let's see here. We got Mitch. That's a great name. Juan, Dan, Carlito, Victoria, my girl, all with me. Type KOW so I know that you're a real Raiders fan. And if you're a real supporter of what we do here at the Raiders Report, you'll do this for me. So if you guys are wondering, Mitch, why are you doing a watch party this week? It's because of My TV Choice. My TV Choice stepped up to the plate and they said, you know what, Mitch? We got you. You want to do a watch party for the last episode? And I'm glad they did because I was able to do this and see myself, and you guys got the live reaction. So what I want you guys to do right now is eliminate commercials and support the Raiders Report. Go to chatsports.com/Mitch. Let me calm down a little bit. Chatsports.com/Mitch and sign up. It's for free. And essentially what happens is when you're watching the Raiders versus Broncos game, when the actual TV goes to commercial, My TV Choice plays you sports content. So you don't got to watch a boring Geico commercial or Jake from State Farm or Tad Desai's STD cream commercial. I don't know what it is, but you don't have to watch it. You can get sports content from Chat Sports. Go to chatsports.com/Mitch. And yes, I'm ripping on Tad because he called in sick, and that's part of it. But eliminate commercials forever and also support the Raiders Report. Do it, please. DM me once you sign up. I will share it on my Facebook. I'll share it everywhere because I'm just trying to support My TV Choice. All right, let's get into the last thing that I learned here. Cuts were tough. We know how tough cuts can be. I think, actually, I'm going to say this. We don't know how tough cuts can be. And hearing Gruden, who's a tough dude, really kind of get emotional about these cuts, really kind of let me into the whole thing. So, when you have a young team, Gruden kept pounding on the table, telling the coaches, hey guys, we have a very young and talented team. But the fact that we have a young and talented team is the fact that, you know, we need to be able to coach these guys a little bit better. So the Raiders, they have a lot of talent this year. We know that. But the fact that Gruden kept saying that this is going to be really, really tough, I could tell that it wasn't an easy decision. So when you saw players like Anthony Rush, Brandon Marshall, Jason Kabinda, Keelan Doss, all these guys get waived, I mean, honestly, guys, like, they make the team last year. But the fact that the Raiders are so much more talented this year, they don't make the team. Yeah, I predicted these players to make the team, and if it was up to me, a lot more players would have made the team. But ultimately, I trust Jon Gruden. I trust this coaching staff because, like, I am totally with Jon Gruden, knock on wood if you're with me, that they're doing the right things for the Raiders, and we're going to have a damn good season. So let's get in now to the 5 things that I learned from episode 5. The 5 things that I learned from episode 5, the final episode of Hard Knocks 2019. Number 1, I made it. I made Hard Knocks, the Raiders Report, Chat Sports. We made it on Hard Knocks. We're in the credits. If you don't believe me, go look at the credits. Go look at my social media. Mind-blowing. Number 2, AB looks damn good in practice. We got to see it, and I was super, super stoked. Nathan Peterman, he got injured on the sack. For those of you that didn't see it, drops back the pass. He gets to about here, gets nailed, and then he says that he feels some tingling in the elbows. That's why he got placed on IR. Number 4, Gruden didn't love Doss. Like Doss, but Hard Knocks sold the story on Keelan Doss a lot more. And the cuts were tough. The Raiders were a lot deeper. They had a lot of young players who looked really good in the preseason, like Keelan Doss, like Anthony Rush. And then, fortunately, when they had to get cut, it was not easy whatsoever. So which episode of the 5 was your favorite? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? I want to know in the comments section. So if you're watching us live right now on YouTube, I appreciate you. If you're watching us live right now on Facebook, I appreciate you. So which episode of Hard Knocks has been the best? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you want to look at my grades, this is what I've graded every episode of Hard Knocks. Episode 1 was a B, 2 was an A, 3 was a B, A, and A. But if I had to rank all the episodes, I mean, I got to say episode 5 was my favorite, right? I mean, we got a shout out, so that I appreciate it. For me, it went 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. That's how I graded it out. That's how I would rank my things. 5 things that I learned from episode 5, though. Raiders Report, we made Hard Knocks, and that was freaking awesome. And if you guys think my t-shirts are freaking awesome, you got to go to theblackhole.com/kickoff. That actually makes no sense whatsoever what I just said. If you want to hang out with me on Sunday and this weekend, go to theblackhole.com/kickoff. Guys, I'm shook that I was on Hard Knocks. My shirts, though, they're from Raider Nation Store on IG. Oh, man. Get it together, Mitch. Go to theblackhole.com/kickoff. Use my promo code Mitch for 20% off your order. You guys can get a Bo shirt. You guys can get a Raiders shirt. I appreciate you all. And let me know when you do, okay? Let me know when you do because I'll give you guys a shout out. Put you guys on Twitter. I think it's a cool way to, go support everyone. So get tickets. Hang out with me. Have a beer with me. It's theblackhole.com/kickoff. I need to hydrate. Give me a sec. And I hope that you guys come hang out with me. The Black Hole Kickoff Party, which is Sunday, September 8th at 4 p.m. Put this in your calendar. I'm going to get you guys some deals. We're going to get you guys all squared away. So come hang out with me this weekend for the Raiders Week 1 game against the Broncos. And if you think the Raiders are going to beat the Broncos, you better type W in the comment section below. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.